reality star Drew Sidora. Dallas, you take it first.
Okay. Um, I know that Drew is figuring out what works best for the body that she has and what she got going on. I like the dress. I think it is a good sexy dress. It's fun. I love the bottom. Um I like the dress. My issue with this on her is I feel like it's cutting her head off. And because she's not a tall girl and because she's not she doesn't have this long, swan like neck, it just feels like it's cutting her off. And she's already kind of giving a little short and stout. So it just felt very, that was the only thing I had an issue with was the way that this neck is going into the sleeve and it's just cutting her off because of this big crimped hair. I don't know who told mama to wear these tight little crimps. I haven't seen these kind of crimps since I was probably in middle school. Like I remember the girls used to give a nasty crimp set. I don't know where you would find a crimp iron with these type of crimps because I just ain't seen them in so long. So I started questioning like, are the crimps on their way back in? Did I miss the memo? Was they on the runway somewhere and I didn't see it? I just don't know where these tight crimps came from on this long blonde wig. The hair is so long. The hair is to her hip and it's crimped and it's thick. So it becomes overwhelming when you have a sleeve and a neck and a long and a crimp. It's too much. Too much, Taquita. There's too much neck. She ain't got enough neck. So it because it had the potential to be really good. I even said if maybe all the hair was pushed back, something to let it breathe. It's right now everything just feels very like suffocated, and that's just what I got from it. Nice look, she and the makeup was really pretty, and the dress is nice. It's just it was too much altogether, in my
What,
opinion.
what grade would you give it?
Um, uh, I probably would give it a B or a C.
You got to choose one. So you said a B or a C, so B minus.
Let's do B minus, yeah.
Okay, so
Cause
you're
I
giving
don't,
it a
I, I don't mind it. I think it's a great shape, especially with it going in and then flaring out for her body. It was the hair for me. It was the hair. The hair really wore my wig off.
All right. Paris, your thoughts on Drew's look, and did you dress Drew for this, Paris?
Yes, I did. So with no, 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 I love it. So, Drew reached out, I believe, to Portia, and Portia told her like, "You better." This is why Portia has such um, not a good standing, but
Good reputation.
that's whatever too. She means a lot to me because when people are willing to put money from others into your pocket and it doesn't have anything to do with theirs, that speaks volumes to me. That
And
she has
not
a
to
lot of
stop you.
respect in my book.
Yeah,
That's important.
not to stop you. I will also say I've been doing reality for 20 years. That is rare
Yes,
A
for
it
lot
is.
of people that wouldn't do that.
star to recommend the next bitch to style somebody on
Well,
their
that's
show.
also their stylist.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
makes it even so. I've only ever worked with Drew before on the Go Naked shoot, the last week's episode. So it's really a full circle moment, like to then be dressing her and Cynthia for the reunion because I had never worked with them before, besides when Portia hired me to do them. So much so that they liked their looks from the shoot that they wore them to the finale. Because Drew was done in the finale. I see why motherfuckers was hating because she walked in like a breath of fresh air.
The outfit she wore to K Michelle's thing.
Yes, the
Yes.
Rico.
Yeah, I love that
She
look.
looked
I've
the
It
never
was
seen
hair.
Drew
really good.
Sidora look more beautiful on that show in the 5 years she's been on
Yes.
Yes,
that
she was
finale.
She just
Everything.
stunning.
looked super fashiony. She looked super chic. It
She
just
looked like
looked
a
very
star.
elevated.
She looked like because in real life, Drew Sidora
Yes.
is beat. Go ahead, Paris.
Yes.
Yes, she looked like that hair. So, I originally when they got booked, mind you, so stylist tip 101. We're just gonna talk. We're gonna really talk. I got booked for this job. Probably the reunion was on like Wednesday, I think. I got booked, paid, confirmed, maybe Thursday or Friday. So that means everything's kind of done, right? So the dress is by David Coma, London, a very mainstream designer. The only person that's ever worn this dress publicly is, I think, Chloe Bailey.
Yes.
So when I was just looking at black dresses, because that's what she was had to wear, I was like, we need this dress. Like it's simple, it's mainstream. I wasn't going for best dress with Drew. I was going for most improved.
Mhm.
Um, I know too that certain fabric choices and things, when you buy it from a big brand like a David Coma, it's gonna be made well. It's gonna
Mhm.
look good.
Mhm.
When you watch the reunion, she's sitting there and it's sparkling. It's painted on sequins, very similar to Wendy's red Sergio Hudson. It's a very expensive type of material. It actually didn't have the feathers on it. They didn't sell it for retail. So when we purchased the dress, um, which I bought before I was even paid, just so y'all know what type of bitch I am. Um,
A
um,
better bitch than me.
right. I just know that because anything can go back. But so after that it was instant. Like that's like $1,500 worth of feathers, like just to give it, if you really pull up the photo of Chloe, it's very, very, very similar. We put in a
Yeah.
built-in corset, we put in a built-in push-up bra, Victoria's Secret bombshell, not from Amazon. For me, I always told them I think she should wear her real hair. She's known for the wig, she's known for all this. You don't need that. That's fine to do it when you need to, but I know everybody's going to have a wig on with 18 bundles in it. Take the hair off and show them how beautiful you really are. As well, I don't mind her being this color, but sometimes people get stuck in a color like certain artists. I'm not going to say the name because I don't want to be attacked, but it's okay to switch it up when it's a moment like this. I would have loved to see Drew dark hair. I would have loved to see Drew even maybe like that the hair color from from the final episode. Beautiful color
Yes.
on her skin tone. The
Hmm.
problem is no one talks to each other because everyone's like in competition. That could be a color that Phaedra may wear. That could be a
Mm.
color that K Michelle kind of wore, right? So because there's not someone giving a fuck and making sure that everybody cohesively doesn't, when you go to the Met Gala and you are a mainstream celebrity, they are looking and knowing about every single thing so that no one, you may have similarities but you don't have anything that's like the same. I think that's what should be happening for the reunion in Atlanta, Georgia, as big as this is, because this reunion, the looks, that shit went big. Like that shit was talked about exactly. So originally I told them, okay, you want to do this hair? You have to do a ponytail. There's actually a photo of Sierra at the Met Gala when she wore like a jersey gown.
Mhm. Mhm.
And she has like this tight slick back ponytail with like maybe her real hair in like a piece, and then it's this big like
Hmm.
glamorous teased out ponytail. That's what we were going for. So the little mini crimps, because you get the crimper on Amazon. If you actually, that's just a crimp, like a style that I like Tyra Banks used to wear it all the time. If you actually go look at
So
Kelly's
you
first,
responsible for the crown.
yes. Well, I ain't do them. I just give you an idea. Which I actually don't mind because I know everybody was going to be curled or straight or bobbed or updo. I'm like, what can we do that's different? If you look at Kelly's first confessional, the only confessional I ever did with her, she has like this kind of crimped out little kind of thing, and that's kind of the reference to because she's the standard, right? However, I don't. To me, it felt very Beyonce slash Amaya Scott. It felt very like Drew Sidor, Beyonce, Noel Scott, Carter. So I'm not mad at it.
That's
I
a
was
whole
going
lot
for.
of.
Uh, I do agree. I think the hair should be up, and I think it should be a different color or tone, or the ponytail that we discussed. But for me, Drew's most improved, and I also think Drew is the most chicest in terms of like if you were to take Drew out of it and put in another celebrity or person, it would automatically just get them a hand clap on the red carpet.
Mm,
Yeah.
interesting. Okay.
No. So I agree with the hair. I when you because I remember Sierra's look. I know exactly what you're talking about, like very slick back. That would have been good because the thing that I think people don't really value as much, Drew's face card is lethal.
She's
The
a
Top
thing,
pretty
tier.
girl.
Top
right?
tier. Though out of everyone on the show currently can take all their makeup off and sit there and say hello.
So the idea of a ponytail I thought would have worked too, as well. I do like the dress. I think it's very interesting because the reason why I love doing these fashion shows now is because we get to learn a lot more about the process, and I think people who are just the viewers they think pick a dress, put it on, and go out and go on stage. Where there's a thought
Mhm.
process, hair, makeup, stylist have to all agree with what the look is,
Yes.
and the
Yes.
idea of your thought process with Drew is let me make you the most improved look based on the limited time I have with having to style you. And I would have to agree with you. Of all her reunion looks, this is her best look by far.
Mhm. Mhm.
Content. Drew also has a second look by D Squared. That's a one-on-one gown that Kate Moss wore to the Met Gala. Um, we just randomly did, but unfortunately, in photos it's great, but in person it didn't really hit. So, but when
Mhm.
you guys see that, you're gonna be like, "Bitch, that's the look." I promise you, in person, it was not. Um, but it was a you're gonna love you're gonna be like, "Oh, bitch."
Well,
Also, too, when you just had she just had surgery, like she should have did this 6 months ago.
that
I
was the other
just
thing.
recently did her for something and she was
Mhm.
way tinier, even
Yeah.
just from that month period of time.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
it's a very hard thing. But to me, I would give her a B or B plus or maybe even an A minus, only because um, she just looks like what I imagine a celebrity to look like.
I give Drew a B as well. Up next, we have Shamia Morton Manwagi. Dallas, what are your thoughts on this dress?
This is actually my favorite dress from the reunion. Dress, just dress. The reason why Shamia didn't have my favorite look was just based on the hair and the makeup. To me, the makeup is a little flat. I'm not getting the glam that I need from her, especially for a reunion. I mean, just for her in general, I just felt like the makeup was really flat. When I looked at her pictures that she posted, the makeup looked amazing. I seen lots of gold on the eye, the lashes was lashing, but in this picture and when she's sitting at the reunion, I wasn't getting that glam. So, like Paris was saying, it's a different kind of glam for every day. It's a different kind of glam for when you just filming, and it's a different kind of glam for when you're doing something like a reunion where you're being recorded and they're doing close up and far ways. It's different. And the hair, I hated the hair. It was that little bitty piece in the back, all these baby hair tendrils. It just Shamia is a beautiful girl, beautiful, naturally pretty girl. She does not need all of that. It could have just been big, something big on the top because the way the dress is framing her, it was a perfect opportunity. A nasty bob, her short hair. I love Shamil with her short hair, and I'm
I was
not. I
gonna
don't
say
really
the
do
same
the
thing.
short hair girls. I don't do the short hair, but I with for Shamil, I
Yes,
think I love that short hair on her the most.
I
So
agree.
she could have did that short pixie makeup popping, and this she would have been my best dressed had her hair and makeup been what it needed to be. Because I love this dress. This to me is how you take a dress that could have been in the Belle Collective world, but you do it on a very elevated level. Like it just fit her perfect. I love the gold. I love the scalloping. I love the details. I loved everything about the dress. I think it's phenomenal. It was just the hair and makeup that really, really let me down on this look.
I would have to agree. I love the look. This is one of my favorites. I'll let y'all know my favorite at the end, but um, the only thing is the hair, and I agree with you. My only note was going to be, I think Shamia should embrace the shortcut. Shamia
Yes.
pulls off because Shamia's face and bone structure with her skin
Mhm.
is so gorgeous
Yes.
that she doesn't need long. I don't. I think Shamia's look personally should be. I expect all the girls to have the bundles, the hair, and all that
Mhm.
stuff.
Mhm.
When I look at a cast photo, if we go back to Belle Collective and Dr. Marie Monroe, like I like the fact that she is the only one that has short hair. and that
Hmm.
she keeps it laid. I think
Hmm.
Shamia should embrace short hair. My only note on this one is the hair. I think it should have been short as well. But Paris, what did you think?
Okay, so I do think it's a beautiful dress. I think it's very similar silhouette wise to what she wore last year. And I think for reunions, you don't ever want to look like you're just kind of in this another dress that's like a different color. I mean,
I
it's
don't
very
remember what we
similar
wore
to
last
me.
year.
Um, in terms of silhouette, right? I also think in the reunion, I'm seeing a lot of her shoulders is kind of like down because the thing is kind of like fitted too tight, which I don't like sitting either. The hair definitely no, no. I don't know if her kids did it. It's yeah, no. It looks like it looks like a great style for a child. One thing I will say about Shamia, I think her confessional when she had the leopard cat suit, she has this very
Mhm,
beautiful kind of glamorous.
Mhm.
It's not long, but like
mhm,
wavy kind of Jessica Rabbit kind of hair. I think that if she would have just got rid of this thing and had it there, and then gave just it. Selena Gomez wears that a lot too, but she does it as a bob. I think that would have gave that little illusion. I do love her with short hair because I'm a short hair bitch too. I do think that the camera sometimes can make her short hair age her because she's not old. She is beautiful. Um, she has great skin. She has a great body.
mhm.
I don't like all the Cartier like, and then tagging it on the page like jewels by Cartier. Okay, you wear them every day. The reunion is a time to pull out your like, and if she has the money that she has, or her husband has, to buy the Hawks. I'm expecting